Hello and welcome to another Figuring Out Japan video. We sell all the coolest Japanese collectibles and figurines straight out of Japan, and you can find more details about us in the description of this video, including our eBay store and our Facebook page. So pretty excited to be doing this review. This is the new SCultures Zorkei or Colosseum. It goes by a few different names. Line that Banpresto released. Always a great time of year when these figures are coming out. This figurine line exists for both Dragon Ball and One Piece, and we've also had some great Dragon Ball figures released, which I have also made videos of. But of course, One Piece, very exciting. It is actually, One Piece is the most popular series in Japan at the moment, easily. And in fact, a couple of months ago, it actually entered the world record books for the most amount of comics or manga sold ever. So there you go. Very, very popular. But we have 8 figures coming out in this particular line. The first 4 have already been released, which is the Luffy, Nami, Zoro, and now Buggy has just been released. And over the next couple of months, we're going to see Sabo, Eustace Kid, Portgusty, Ace, and Paulie. So all those figures look pretty good, actually. So first I'll show you the box. Now, when Banpresto released these figures, they actually have a voting system, and people can vote for which figure they like the best. And this figure was actually voted as I believe it was the runner-up. So it was actually voted second. So I'll leave as a surprise who was voted first, but voted second. And I think that really, Buggy is probably not that popular of a character. I think he was voted second because of just what a great figure it is. And I have seen this one, obviously, and it is a really, I was surprised, it is a really awesome looking figure, actually. So you can see here, genuine Japanese product, like all our stuff. If I can get in focus, there you go, few surprising Japan only, and gold toe animation sticker at the top. So that's the box. Let's actually have a look at the figure. Now, I get this question asked all the time, why don't you open and make these figures? We get them in and send them out as soon as we can to everybody who pre-ordered these. So if I opened it, then that would mean somebody would have to wait a bit longer to get their figure. But I can still show you everything that the figure comes with. So there are actually a lot of pieces. This actually is possibly the figure with the most pieces I've ever seen. I remember the Mihawk in Series 1 had a lot, because it had bits of rock and all these sort of swords and things. But this one might just have more. I'm not sure. So let's count them and go one by one. So this is the stand. So they all come on like a semi-transparent stand, and you probably can't see it too well, but it does actually say, I'm trying to read it actually, I forget what it says. But it does have writing on it with the series name. Zorkei, by the way, refers to the type of modeling or the type of molding process that they use to make these figures. So there you go. Then we have the stand that he goes in. Now that goes, I think that inserts into his ass. Yeah, you can see the hole there. So that's where that goes. And then this is where the pieces really start to add up. So you've got his hand. Now, of course, Buggy has the ability to separate parts of his body. His hand. And then there are 1, 2, 3, 4 knives and a 5th sort of dagger / knife, and I'll show you where all those go. And then we obviously have his head. Now his head is actually, you do attach it to his body. That's a really cool looking head, in my opinion. And then his locks. Of course, Buggy has long hair. And then his torso. So got nice detailing on the shoes. Now, one of those blades, the one without a handle, which is this one, that actually goes into the bottom of his foot. So that goes in there. It'll all make sense at the end, I'll show you. And then you've got his sort of, his body's like partially coming apart. So he's sort of using his ability. And should I show that? Yeah, maybe I'll show you the front. So there's the front of it. And then the last piece is we have his body. Actually, maybe torso is your body. Maybe I misused that before. I've been in Japan too long. I'm forgetting how to use English. So there you go, nice sort of metallic-y scarf. You've got his trademark t-shirt. I really like the detail of the epaulettes on the back. They look really, really good. Lots of detail there. So it looks pretty cool. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 with the hand, and then 5 blades / daggers, so that's 9, and then 10, 11. So a total of 11 pieces. You don't get instructions, you don't need them, frankly. Now, most of those blades actually insert into his, sorry, I should have shown this before, into his hand. So the other blades there go into his hand in there. So if I show you the picture, so they don't show the stand, but everything else, so you've obviously got the legs, and there's that knife that goes into his foot, and then obviously you've got the body, and then the head connects into that, and then that's the hand. I didn't actually check how that goes in, so it's got a hole there on the, what's that, the outer, oh I see, yeah, so the outside of his right hand clicks into the jacket, which you can see the pin for there. So that's how that goes in. So that's good, so it won't be a visible hole. And then the other knives, you can't see it too well here, but they go into, like, in between each of his fingers. Maybe it's better, yeah, there you go. You can see it a lot better on the front. So all of those go inside each of his hands. So this is, you know, this is a really cool figure, and I know this is like, I've done this many times. I go, yeah, I don't really want a figure of this character. And then they go and make just such an awesome figure that you just can't say no to it. And I think, you know, when most people think about collecting, you know, figures or of like One Piece, they'll be thinking, you know, your Luffy's and your Zoros and Ace and that sort of thing. But, you know, it's pretty hard to say no to a figure that looks this good. I mean, it really, and that's why I said it's not really a surprise that it was voted second. I'm really interested to see what happens to Buggy in the series. You know, his story sort of is still unfolding, so what ends up happening to Buggy the Clown, I don't know. But I'm sure he will resurface again. So anyway, that's the SCultures Colosseum 4, Buggy the Clown. 11 pieces to make one really awesome figure. In fact, it's almost a miracle it fits into this box, to be honest. They did very well to fit it all in there. But overall, look, I think it's a great figure. I mean, you know, I normally talk about the good parts and the bad parts about this. I think I'm glad they chose this particular style of Buggy rather than choose him when he was in like Impel Down or, you know, in his sort of prison outfit. I'm glad they went with the sort of traditional, you know, Buggy outfit, and I think they've done a really awesome job of this one. So I don't really have any complaints or things. I'm really glad they went to the effort of actually showing his ability of, you know, being able to separate, and even, you know, things like the separate hand and even his body, the way it was sort of coming out. That's really cool. So 2 thumbs up for this figure, and if you've already ordered it from us, it will be in your mailbox very, very soon. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next video.